It's not. But it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. The Crown's magic turned the brain into something the world has never seen. A nether brain. Its power is immense. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Baldur's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Have you come to behold the new dawn? Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of a furnace. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
Within Ravengard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell right here in Worm's Rock.
The sun rises, true soul. Are you ready? Not just glory, paradise. Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. And it will be Gortash who ignites the final spark.
Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done, and do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning. Kill Orin and take her Netherstone, and do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning.
Archduke Gortash. Now there's a man who knows good business.
Finally, a leader with some charisma. Ravengard was quite the dullard.
Archduke Gortash, man of the people. The right people.
What's cooking? I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house.
I can't really glaze that pizza. Think we'll be there.
Let's move.
There we have it. You were working with Gortash. You were a chosen of Baal. I guess you still are. I want to say it doesn't make sense, but it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? I should have seen it earlier. All the signs were there. I don't want to talk now. Give me time. A lot of it.
I'll not trust the word that slithers out of Gortash's mouth. I need to hear it from you. He named you as Baal's chosen. A Baal spawn. Is it true? The last time Baalspawn walked the world, it was only to serve their father's design. We got lucky in averting it once. If your kind walk the world again... No. No! Doubt between us only serves Gortash. Only serves the Absolute. Give me some time. I need to think.
Your past is revealed to us, chosen of Baal. How does it feel to know who you truly are? Are you so afraid that you cannot see what an opportunity this is? You could be our salvation. We believed we were all victims of the cult of the Absolute. But now, we learn that one of us was an architect of this grand religious hoax. You helped to create this conspiracy. That means you may be the best person to help us control it, and the key to our victory.
Enemies within? What do you mean?
Traitors, put here. Any who dare speak ill.
Pardon me for saying that, Duke, but do the people require such a heavy hand?
The people demand it. Is a Baldurian truly free?
Let's get going.
They will be imprisoned until they prove loyal.
Enemies within? What do you mean?
What's on your mind? A Baal spawn? Gosh. I know what it is to have a closer connection than most with the gods. But with Baal, it's not a bond I'd like to be bound with. You should be careful. Very, very careful.
I'd be delighted, though someone else will need...
Wonderful.
The urges are calling on you again, aren't they? I haven't seen you sleep through the night once in the past days. I knew you had some nasty habits, but I didn't want to pry over much, but bloody hells! A pulse spawn! Probably more Baldurian parents scare their children with stories of your kind than mine. I thought your kind was extinct. Goes to show, you should always check your facts. So, how are you feeling? Keen to reconnect with your family? Or ready to throw yourself in an oubliette? I didn't realize you and I were so alike. I felt paralyzed to do anything about Cazador for so many decades. I gave up on myself. I gave up on any hope of escape after a few lashes. Bal controls you in much the same way. I don't know how you could beat him, but I do know this. You must try. The half-life of a mind-addled slave is worse than death. Don't become his. I wouldn't live another century as one for all the moonstones in Everesca. Well, obviously I would. But you have... Well, in that case...
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light.
Indeed. The Elder Nethery. Most... I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. That we need, as luck would have it.
We'll soon find ourselves near one of the books.
Zach,
you'll have to...
Careful, I might. Keep a blade close.
secure the trade routes, the Ancient armies can suffocate us. As long as we are not overrun with refuse. There are supplies enough. It's only your purse that is my purse.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Don't mind if I do.
Will you take up arms if the walls are breached? Of course. It is the duty of a patriarch to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate with his life, if needed. Although it's been some years since I last donned my armor, they need some minor adjustments around the waist.
Let's rehearse this around.
Light, never quiet. Intestines throb, blood whispers.
How delicious.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Not everyone subscribes.
Hey, good looking.
One with the weave.
No one stopped me yet.
Let's keep your hand.
You're being watched.
No time to rest.
I'm sure.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Excellent choice.
You've got the wrong man for this.
Looking ahead.
All right.
Time to skulk about.
Should turn the steel watch on the guild. That would be rash. The guild are part of the fabric of the city.
Nice and quiet now. Death won't take me yet.
Put him up. Say bye-bye. It's finished. It's done. I need to see him up close. I need to know he's dead.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Hello, you.
Queen Vlaakith. Skra!
You are Hasharlok, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlok, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great Dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of Dra. A final chance.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow, while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. Bit sweaty, but up for whatever's next. Ugh. Thanks, soldier. Can't wait to be home. Anything that comes after that is extra. Damn. It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do. That's a heavy weight. I know you can carry it, but it's heavy all the same. You are so much more than your parents. You're more than the affliction that wants to consume you. I love you. And I know you'll choose your destiny and choose it well. You will, won't you? Go on. If you're happy. Couldn't have said it better myself. Hey.
We just played host to an undying queen. Oh, and that's without our fine silverware. Lae'zel has courage turning her back on a lifetime's belief. As for us, best we stay out of interplanar politics, I think. Orpheus is on his own. But should great Vlaakith come to settle a score with Lae'zel, well, I might be convinced to kill her. Undying or not, she was very loud. The great Archduke's coronation became his funeral rite. At least the flowers will not go to waste. Perhaps it is uncouth to have taken pleasure in that. I am content to be uncouth. And we learned something. One chosen thinks to send us against the other, while they sit safe behind their defenses. Good. Gedrick thought he was safe too. A Harper learns to doubt. To peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually, you find what it is you fear, whether it is there or not. When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it? Are you? Well, you have a rather vacant, tadpole finally ate my brain look about you. You're the boss. Well, are we ready for the road once more?
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea. Never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm more to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shema Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart to Vlaakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago. We find Voss at Sharess's caress and retrieve the key to releasing the prince. Orpheus Tough Kinazin. The air grows ever warmer, the hum of life within it louder. It may yet hatch, though not soon by my estimation. In its heat lives stimulation, and in its throbbing, exhilaration. An effigy of Githyanki future, incubated inside a fragile shell. Only if you want me to roast you over a campfire, using my blade as a spit. But it is true that I feel some manner of responsibility for this unhatched whelp. After we free Orpheus, we can revisit the matter. If the egg hatches beforehand, well, we will shield it from the Lich Queen's zealots. Whatever may come, I will not let Vlaakith poison the fledgling with lies. A camp once visited by a scheming devil is no safe haven for the unhatched. It has afforded us as much disquiet as it has rest. Leave the egg with me. There's no need for further discussion. Baldur's Gate at last. We should find Sharess's caress. Voss will be waiting. I'm not surprised. You've become death incarnate. Mighty, yes. And altogether unpredictable and intractable. One day, perhaps soon, Baal will demand your fealty. You'll either muster the strength to defy him, or you will succumb. I know how I'd choose. I'm listening.
Your parasite binds your mind to Will's. Your memories of...
You spoke with my... Incredible. To hear his voice, I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge. Hells. It explains so much. Listen to me. I knew another like you. Gorion's ward. One of Baldur's Gate's great heroes. Baal's blood ran through their veins too. They burned away their own darkness with their own inner light. They chose courage. They chose honor. And so can you. Vlaakith's a fearsome one. The sort it's hard to say no to. But Lae'zel said it anyway, to her immense credit. She's choosing truth. She's choosing freedom. For her, for Orpheus, for the Githyanki people. I wish I knew a good Githyanki cheer to celebrate the occasion, but the only gift phrases I've picked up are the sweary sort.
Well met.
So, it seems that Vlaakith is Lae'zel's queen no longer. That took no small amount of backbone. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves. You are a mortal child of Baal. Be careful with whom you share that fact. I hear many of your kind have met premature ends. Oakfather preserve you.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. Precious little Baal babe.
As you approach Minthara, you feel her mind reaching out to yours, tentative and curious. Then it retreats, soft as a whisper.
Sorry. Old habits. A feeling. When we first met, before moonrise, I intruded on your thoughts without hesitation and took what I needed from your memories. I would not do that again, unless I had reason to think you were hiding something from me. I did not think we would ever share anything more than an uneasy alliance, born of our mutual enmity for the Absolute. I was wrong. A deeper bond has grown between us.
I trust you. But I would like to touch your thoughts again, now that my mind is my own. May I? Of course. I do not hide anything from you. When the Absolute fell silent, I thought I would be alone. I expected to spend my days among surface dwellers who knew nothing of my culture. I did not expect to meet one still sworn to Lolth, who would understand me. I did not expect you.
You should be. On those rare occasions when people have surprised me in the past, I received new scars to remember them by. You are different. A pleasant surprise. One of the first in my long life.
Before the Absolute, I lived a life of certainties. I knew that I was destined for greatness because I was born to it. I also knew that my inherited privilege came with a cost. That the bonds of fellowship and family could be broken by envy and ambition. I could not enjoy the taste of food for fear of poisoning, and I could not enjoy the company of lovers and friends because I feared they hid knives behind their smiles. In spite of the danger, I was happy. I knew myself, and I understood the world around me. Now, nothing is certain.
Without Lolth, without the Absolute, without my home, I do not know myself. But you do, I think. Show me myself through your eyes. Let me see what I am to you.
She joins her thoughts with yours, and you are as one. You share in her strength of mind and formidable will, but also the doubts that eat at her conviction. Those doubts cluster in swarms, and the thickest is around her sense of self. She pushes past, revealing the image of her you hold in your mind. What does she see? Her mind cools. Acceptance is colored by disappointment.
We need to trust one another if we are to survive. But I want more from you than that. I want all of you. Now you can have me instead. As you wish. It is a rare occasion when I do not get what I want, but you have shown your worth in many ways. I will be satisfied to have you as an ally.
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. If by warm you perhaps mean a flaming arrow, I doubt they'll attack in public. No, I expect they'll point me in the right direction so I can face my reckoning away from prying eyes. Not quite. Above all else, protecting our base of operations in Baldur's Gate was the reason I had to surrender my memories to begin with. Or at least, that's what I was led to believe. We should look for someone to point me in the right direction. Otherwise, we'll have little recourse but to wander the whole city searching. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering. Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the... I suppose that makes you quite remarkable. Though not in a way I'd envy, perhaps. From what little I can recall hearing of Baal's mortal children, not all succumb to his influence. Perhaps you can still resist your nature, if you want to. All's well, I hope? Aside...
If our traveling companions continue to make poor choices, we will soon have every god in this plane and the next hunting us. Lae'zel risks everything with her childish rebellion.
Tell me, or show me. My mind is open to you.
Exposed to the limitless horror of your dreadful imagination, she absorbs every detail, whether memory or dream, and drinks deep of them. You sense a desire in her equal in strength to your darkest urge.
Elghor, Doktak, Slayer. There are many names for you, and all of them inspire dread. You are exquisite. Ecstatically so. It makes my heart race. You must. Yours is a heritage of murder. It cannot be ignored or evaded. You will either kill or be killed. We must find the Temple of Baal, slaughter Orin, and claim your inheritance. No.
They seem to combine the obedience and strength of a golem with the precision and intelligence of their creator. For now, they act as a defensive wall of steel, but their true purpose is conquest. Mechanized slaughter. Imagine how quickly the Grove would have fallen if we had machines like those to command. Imagine how quickly a city would fall. Gortash has revolutionized warfare. Without bloodshed on the winning side, perhaps. The machines will always... That is why we should make sure we are the ones giving the orders, rather than the ones on the receiving end of them. You wish to consult me?
Glad to see I'm not the only one on the wrong side of an omnipotent authority figure. Lae'zel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination go unpunished. What's on your mind?
Thy wheel of fate, dost thou require a new ally? The girl has left to hew her own path. She left behind a letter, as thou dost know. Hast thou other business?
Tonight's troubled rest is, as ever, overwhelmed by your killing fate. You dangle above a dark precipice, one move away from falling. Another watches your body while it is possessed by the night. You do not dream alone.
Dark dreams? I think I can guess. Visions of blood on your hands. The blood in your veins, perhaps. For all the gifts Baal's children inherit, a peaceful night's sleep is not among them. The dreams alone do not concern me. It is what waking deeds they might inspire. Are you truly your own master? What is it you feel when Father's dreams come calling? There is one certain way. I hold it in my hand. This is your father's true legacy. Not his children, but the fear they plant in us. The savagery it blossoms into. In another time, with another of your kind, we found a better way. I would dearly like to find it again. You would not be the first to turn the taint in your blood to your advantage. But there are barriers a Baal spawn must overcome first. Those of your kind. Orin. I am sure you already know that so long as she lives, she will never stop hunting you. It might be that you have to turn and face her. You cannot change that. All you can choose is how you meet her. As another bloodied child of Baal? Or as yourself. All I can offer is the promise that, should you choose to do so, you will not meet her alone. For now, take what rest you can. I will watch over you this night. Sleep well.
No more dreams await you in sleep this night. Only the warm knowledge that indeed you are not alone.
Soldier?
Well, are we ready for the road once more? Flattered as I am, you're fully supported as it is. At your command.
shooting them while they were trying to work.
Let the kid come. He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
Arrest you for
Right.
gross negligence.
Baldur's Gate is for Baldurians.
These ways easy to slip in. They're damn near chomping at the bit. What's the plan? Refugee.
Hi. Well, hi. Want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say, huh? Sorry. I just get so excited doing the best job ever. Yeah, I get to talk to people all day and work for the best damn smith in all of Rivington, Gildro Angliron. He's a living legend. Do you know he's won Best Smith in Rivington 7 years in a row? And he says that if I move enough stock, I might even get to have a go on the anvil. I mean, I love what I do, don't get me wrong, but actually doing something with my hands and all that fire, I'd give anything to do what he does. Oh, God, don't tell him I said that, will you? I really love my job, promise. Right up the stairs in his workshop. But I wouldn't bother him if I were you. He doesn't like to be disturbed when he's in the zone. Is there anything I can help you with? Maybe it's Gildro Angliron, for God's sakes. If you knew how good he was, trust me, you'd feel exactly the same way. Oh, yay! Want more? What?
I say, poppycock. Cannot believe.
Hello, white papers to enter the city.
Mark my words. We'll be on our own.
What do you remember?
Stelmane is dead. This does not bode well.
Are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? There was a skirmish a few days back. A band of absolutists came close to entering the city. People started panicking, so the gate got closed. My editor at the Baldur's Mouth Gazette sent me down to get a first-hand account of the chaos. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic Steel Watch keeping the mob at bay, whether or not that's the truth or not. If you read the Baldur's Mouth Gazette, it's an opinion you'll never hear. Lord Gortash makes sure of that. My editor, Mr. Needle, was a brilliant journalist. But recently, well, now he's got friends in high places. He seems more interested in keeping them happy. Seems like everything we write needs Gortash's approval. Can't recognize my own work by the time they're done editing. Doesn't it just... Of course, we're off the record and this conversation never happened. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some edits to make.
Still means murder. Still unsolved.
Scraps for days.
Still means dead. Flame of passion.
How about the flophouse? It has plenty of
Guild robbers are usually decent enough folk. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
If you won't help us, at least let the children in. We've had nothing but scraps for days.
We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never hurt him. We had nothing to do with his death.
You all right?
I'm fine. You're the one who took a beating.
I barely enough coppers that I eat, let alone find the acres to enter the city. Make things good on my ring.
Actual beds. Pillows.
Soon the bastards land over us. Easy to sleep in traps. Never travel. Jobs, everything.
Zog said to leave, so we're leaving. End of story.
We won't need to. If we do this right, they'll run for the damn hills.
City's rumours it's going mad. Thieves, murderers, monsters. All hell's breaking loose. Come on patrol with you later.
Just not a chance. Your mother will kill me.
Let the kid come. He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
Right. Baldur's Gate is for Baldurians.
Why were these particular red caps caged?
We had an unfortunate incident
You
involving
want to
a
see
child.
Dribbles the clown, don't you?
They attacked
Yeah.
a child.
Then let's go inside.
Should have killed the little monsters. Chomping at the bit. What's the plan?
The child was poking and prodding them while they were trying to work.
Stupid enough to reach you. Remind them that this is ours.
I should arrest you all for gross negligence.
Of course. He never travels without his friends. Let's go.
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
A circus! Can we go?
We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji.
Meat!
Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Blood! Tasty blood! So delicious!
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Well, it's about time. I told Lucretius forever ago that we needed some more razzmatazz on the big stage, you know? Glad she listened. Welcome to the circus. A motley crew of misfits and morons. We're happy to have you.
A circus! How I love the raucous revelry, the goofs and the guffaws!
Darling?
This city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you'll wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Yes, yes, yes! Let's do it!
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. Glorious. Your bond is sweeter than nature's dew. I see you, know you. But do you know one another? Karlak. Her fire within can incinerate an enemy or warm a beloved. Listen. Think. Who does she loathe above all others?
Just the sound of his name makes my blood boil. Probably literally. Can't stand the fucker. Ding ding!
Your bond beats in pleasure. It is an honor to behold. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what is her idea of a perfect day?
You know me too well.
Our touch has been that of sunlight. But now we must look beyond. To the uncertain. To the future. A decade from now, what will the mighty Karlak do? Where will she be?
Honestly, probably. But hopefully not any time soon. I've got a lot of living to do yet. You really know me, don't you? It's wild. In so many ways, we barely know each other. But where it counts, you're deeper in my head than that tadpole.
I press my finger to your bond and find a shield. Impenetrable. It is beautiful. Your love is one few have. Cherish it. Go in peace, seedlings. And know that you made one whose heart was long quiet, beat with love anew. Heartbreak for the theme.